USA Walmart stores are getting another Batman series. Batman vs. Superman. Actually, they're all supposed to be like this one here. This one's backwards. It's facing the wrong direction. As you can see right here, it's supposed to be facing that way. I'm going to keep this one for my error collection. I didn't buy it specifically because it was backwards. I just picked up twin mills, and there just happened to be one facing the wrong way. I picked up extras, the ones that have bad cards. I'm going to open. So if you see a bad card in this video, it's because I picked those to open up in this video. And if you have been collecting these, recently Mattel's been putting these tape. Yeah, there's tape on the packages on the sides and on the bottom. So if you find the dump in, which looks like this, I posted it on Instagram. Give you a heads up. You're going to find that sometimes the tape does not stick. It comes off and then the packages get all stuck together. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and look at the vehicles in this set. There you can see 7 models listed on the back, and you have 7 here on the front. However, there's actually 8 cars in the set. One in my hand, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have like a chase piece. Here is the twin mill. This is number 1. I'm going to open these up in a second. Number 2. What do you think about the card art? Just fantastic. Here you have Rockster for the Dark Knight. And while I have these here, there's a little bit of a variation in the windows. It's kind of hard to say, but this window's kind of yellowish. If you look at the seat, the window's yellowish, and down here this one's kind of orangish. Some people like that kind of variation. Me, I don't even pay attention to it, but I'm showing you in case you like that. Here is another one for the Dark Knight. See, look, these are sticking together. Someone's got tape loose. Anyways, thankfully it's not messing up the card art. Look, it was stuck right here, and it's not even stuck to the card. So that's good. I did not find any window variations with the Mad Manga or Mad Manga. I think it's Mad Manga is what people wanted to call it. That's number 3 of 7. Number 4 of 7, Covelight, for you Acceleracers fans. You get the Superman, red, white, and blue. And the reason why I'm going to open up 2 of each, because some of them actually look different on the other side. We know that twin mill is not going to look different on the other side because we already got one backwards in the package. And looks like the tampos are the same on each side. So here's the 2 Covelights that I'm going to open up. That is number 4. Next, number 5. Here you have Muscle Tone. Another one for Superman. Pretty cool. Behind the packages too, look, they have a little emblem. So there you have the Superman emblem. Here's Muscle Tone. That one had the Superman emblem. Here's Superman emblem. The Batman logo, or the combined logo, the Bat logo, is behind twin mill. For the Dark Knight, he has the Bat logo again. Rockster, he had, looks like the Bat logo here. Little kind of small and slippery. Yeah, it looks like the Bat logo. You can see the wings on the bottom. Let's see, number 5 coming up. Number 6. Here we have Wonder Woman. Yeah, she is in the show. Power Pistons is representing Wonder Woman. And yeah, you notice not a single realistic model so far. And you're not going to get a realistic model. All 8 models are Mattel creations, but they look fantastic. Card art, fantastic card art. Great decos on the models. And I'm very happy I found them myself. This one was number 7. And number 8, Mattel's calling this a chase piece. So, huge dump bin I ran into, and Mattel says this is a chase piece. Well, I found over 30 of them in the dump bin, and there was over 100 twin mills. So let's say that a third, maybe it's 30% less than the others that are produced. But I don't know if that one, I don't know if I would call that one particularly a chase. It's still a lot. It's probably as much as they produce Zamax. So if you go to Walmart and you see these Zamax, there's probably same number of these chase pieces for Overboard 454. Probably the same amount of chase pieces as there are Zamax in a case, if you're familiar with that. And the story The story, when these were hitting, I actually was in Las Vegas visiting my parents. So I checked those stores, couldn't find them, come back home, and I find this one single Batman hanging at the Walmart, kind of near to me. So when I came back, started hit up Walmarts, and thankfully I hit a dump in, so I was able to get all of them. But the first one, this was the only one that I found. And I think they might have left it because it had a torn card. I don't know, but it is, because they do call it the Chase, but I don't think it's that limited. I'm going to go through real quick so you can see the card art side by side. Fantastic card art. I'm sure that collectors would just love to display this on the wall, even though they don't have the they don't have a thing to pop up the car so you can stand it up by itself. But if you hang them on the wall, these would look fantastic. And even though I found these at USA Walmart stores, as far as I know, that's where they'll be found in the USA. They are not a USA exclusive. People have been finding them in other countries as well. And while the Overboard 454 is designated as a chase piece from Mattel, they don't really seem to be in small quantities, maybe a smaller percentage, but still a lot. On that note though, I am glad that they made the cards like 7 of 7. So if a collector wants to complete a set and he wants it to look like a set, he should be able to find, he or she should be able to find a complete set of all the models on the back. And if they don't find this one, maybe they don't feel like they missed out, because they still feel like they got a set. I like that they made it a 7-car set, and if you find this one, it's a bonus. You can still feel like you have a set if you got 7 of 7. I was really glad that the twin mill is part of the lineup, because in 2015, Mattel decorated the twin mill. Yeah, they have a full-size twin mill, and they decorated it with Batman vs. Superman decorations. Now this one, yeah, it's not quite as fancy, but it's definitely nice to have in the lineup. There's the left side. You can have a look at the top side temple as well. Pretty neat. You have the Batman logo over here and the Superman logo here. That's because in the card art, it showed both of the models on the card art. Now we're going to look at the right side. And on the right side, it might be a little hard to see, but on this side it does have, it's a little bit different because it has the legal requirements right here underneath. But really hard to see, really tiny. But otherwise, it looks like the same exact decorations on each side. This is a classic Hot Wheels model. It was from 1969, the second year that Mattel released Hot Wheels. That's how long the twin mill casting has been in use. As a matter of fact, if you look on the base of this reissue, it's going to say 1969, copyright 1969, copyright 2011, and 2014. That's because all those dates are because they had to get the copyrights again. The original twin mill is like this. You can see the red line tires. As a matter of fact, this is a reissue as well. And you can tell a reissue, for one, on the base. This one here says 25th anniversary, so this is definitely a reissue. But the main way to tell a difference between the original red lines and a reissue is right here. Reissues, the original red lines, you cannot see a hole in the middle of the axle. That's because original red lines were made differently. In this original red line, you see it's a cap. The wheel's actually popped onto an axle. You look right here, it has a Delrin bushing. So this wheel is popped onto the bushing, which is on the axle. And you won't see that hole in the middle right there. When I put these two side by side, you can see the top one. There's no hole. That's because modern reissues have this hole right here because it's a straight axle, whereas the the vintage red lines, they had like a bent axle suspension, so the wheels would kind of spring up like a real car would. So this is an original red line. Let's take a look at a couple of those. Now these are not cheap. I think I paid over $50 for that one right there, green. And here is a blue sample for you. Now, if you can tell it's original because even though the wheels, it's been played with, and so the wheels have rubbed on the side of the track or wherever they have. On the side, there's no hole, and that's how you know an original red line is because there's no hole right there. So there's a couple samples for you. Of the original red line. There's a blue one, and this one, I think this color is called antifreeze. This is the original twin mill 1. Here is twin mill 2 from the He-Man series. After that one, I'm pretty sure twin mill 2 came out in the 90s. Sometime, I forget when the hard-nosed twin mill came in. Probably about 2004, I'm going to guess. I honestly do not remember when twin mill 3 came. Twin mill 3 would be what most people currently associate with. It's kind of interesting. It's got that interesting nose design. But let's get back to the Batmobile set. Here's the side of Rockster that you've seen in the package, and here's the side that's against the card. Same graphics, nothing different. They do have a copyright information for the Batman Superman movie right there. You also have the wings up on top. Now this is one of the ones where I noticed that there's a little bit of a difference in the window color. It's pretty hard to tell, but this side is more orange. You can tell by seeing, when you look at the chrome part, you can see the orange on the chrome. And definitely this one is definitely yellowish. Now in person, you'll be able to tell the difference. In video, it's probably a little bit tougher. Mad Manga is number 3, and no difference in the tempo on either side. I'm glad that it's very faint, but right here is the licensing information. The decoration on the hood, pretty cool. Very this one right here was on the card was the Dark Knight, was Batman. So I can see Batman driving around in this car. I don't know why. You look at it and it just looks like a car that could be in a Batmobile movie. And same with this one. You can see him running around in this one. Now this one, they had Superman on it as well. But I can see this being a Batmobile. It's pretty cool. And let me give you a quick look at the back. There you go. And this one is, because it's modeled after Japanese cars, the Mad Manga, the steering wheel is on the left side, or the right side of the model. I have to move it up close to see the steering wheel is on the right side, because it's a based on Japanese cars. Since I'm talking about steering wheels, I just noticed twin mill doesn't even have a steering wheel. Must drive it telekinetically, because you probably have a hard time seeing over those engines anyways. Covelight. Accelerator fans are going to like this one. It says faster than a speeding bullet. And it says the same exact thing on the other side. I like how they implemented the Superman logo right into the design of Covelight. And if you think it's offset, there's actually a line. There's actually a line in the roof right here, a V. And so they make it go right with that line. Instead of being up here, wouldn't make sense. So they kind of nested it right in the V of the roof. A nice design. Good job with the graphics department, utilizing the casting to make their decorations. Muscle Tone is the other model that is solely for Superman. And no differences in the side. Once again, you got legal information. Now this car, I don't know, it's not very exciting for me as a Superman car. But if you like to send your cars through the boosters, loops, and curves, this is the car you want to get. Muscle Tone is a fantastic track car. Now let's take a look at the 2 Wonder Woman cars. She gets the Power Pistons model. The legal information is here, but the graphics are the same on each side. This one is a superb track car as well. And if you're a fan of boosters, loops, and curves, you would know that already. Wonder Woman's other model is Tantrum, and we have not seen Tantrum in a long time. It's really nice to get this casting back. Another fantastic track car. So even though Batman got pretty cool models, Wonder Woman probably got the 2 best track cars, that's for sure. Nice use of the logo on the roof. Nothing in the back. Even though Overboard 454 only came with Batman on the card, the side facing out, you've seen that it was Batman, Dark Knight. Well, on the other side, Superman gets his logo. They have a shared logo on the roof as well. Well, since it's a Batman vs. Superman movie. I did notice window variations on this as well. If you look on the right, the window is definitely more yellowish. And on the left, it's a bit more amber. I only share that information for those people who like to collect or chase those kinds of variations. For me, it is far too slight of a variation for me to even be interested in. Don't even pay attention to it. The only reason I noticed is I had the car side by side, and then I noticed the slight change in the window coloration. But that's up to you. If you like the hunt variation, that's up to you. Have fun. You know, collect what you want to collect. Don't do what other people tell you to do. As I already stated, all of the card art was fantastic. But as far as track compatibility, those are the 6 that you're going to want to pick up. But once you got 6, you might as well get the other 2. Batman sure got a couple nice models and decorations for him, that's for sure. If you don't like them, don't buy them. But if you do, buy what you like, buy what you can afford, and enjoy the hobby. They're toy cars, right? Gotta have fun. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.